And let's start with the first aspect of our agenda this evening. That is to give a rough introduction for all those who are participating for the first time in this webinar. This third webinar is the third and last major webinar of a series of webinars related to telepathy centers which are now implemented on a worldwide level. The background for that implementation is that the mankind in total are on a very important step in her history, because they are becoming now a member of the Cosmic Society. If you are interested in more details, what is behind that information, you can go to the introduction webinar, for example, which is available free on the firstcontact.world website. You can download the presentation and you can hear all the details we explained during that session. The go-to meeting webinar this evening with addressing practical exercises, telepathic communication exercises, will help all those people interested in running their own telepathic center in their region to run sessions for, I would like to set this in quote, to help and support normal people to get in contact with our star sisters and star brothers. That is a very important step, that not just a small community will get into that connection and communication. And the background of this is, you will now see a new chart on the webinar, is that on the top part you see on the left side and on the right side a green arrow with the information intercultural exchange, right? And what our extraterrestrial brothers and sisters told us is that now is the time where we can start the intercultural exchange, because we are becoming now a member of the Cosmic Society. Intercultural exchange means that we not just ask for cultural information of other species in that Cosmic Society. And if you look to the top here of that slide, you see that this Cosmic Society we are talking of is more than 23,000 species already living together based on the principle service to others. No, it is more. It is now starting to exchange information on some knowledge we will receive through the telepathy centers, as well the aspect of teleportation. This is explicitly mentioned by them, that this will part of the knowledge they will transfer through the telepathy centers. On the bottom part here, you see that on Earth it is very important that we start to live more intense, to live in harmony with all the nature, with all there is. And that also includes, which is a very important part, the communication with free energy components, like the Markgraf Keshe generator as one example. And they support us to use our consciousness and the telepathic communication to synchronize and understand how the free energy components work. And we plan to have a separate webinar where we are addressing this telepathic communication on a consciousness level with those free energy components, from the gas in nanostate, GANs, to the Markgraf generator as one example. Very important is that we start to live in harmony with the animals and plants. And we will see a little bit later that for our events we run in the telepathy centers, the plants will be a very good friend and partner. And that is the reason we asked you to have a plant in front of you during the session, because we start to communicate with those plants. And you will see when Citria will lead you through the meditation or communication, better to say, what the content is and what that would mean for your own telepathy center. Just one word to that webinar in relation to telepathy centers. It is not necessary to run a telepathy center to work with that webinar presentation and all the guides for communication with our extraterrestrial friends or plans. This also could be used for other people if you pass that to friends and partners, for example, and groups in your region who are interested just to learn how to communicate telepathically. Some might have some experiences, very good experience already. Some just start to do that. That helps in addition to the introduction, webinar 1, and the second, the theoretical aspects of the telepathic communication, that they can go also the way to the telepathic communication. And that is the point where telepathy here is shown in the middle of that chart, which is some kind of a connection module or connection level, because telepathy in the universe, in the cosmos, is the base of communication among all species on a consciousness level. And we will see a little bit later that it is not necessary to have that language learned of that extraterrestrial species. Okay, that is one very rough introduction for those who are participating for the first time.